For more, I'm joined live from Beijing by France 24 correspondent Henry Morton. Henry, the recruitment of young intellectuals is nothing new, but explain to us why it's especially crucial for the party to be hooking in the youth at this point in time.
Well, it's extremely important for the Communists to be getting Chinese youth into the Communist Party. One of the reasons for the continued survival of China's Communist Party, where, say, its counterparts in Eastern Europe has failed, is its ability to evolve and adapt to the situation on the ground, the real situation being led by people's lives every day. And is able to do that by having a fresh injection of people, the youth, ideas, what that generation wants, coming into its ranks. Without that, you could see the situation like you have in the Arab Spring, for example, a disgruntled youth. It feels like it's not being listened to, and where perhaps that political parties in that part of the world weren't engaging enough with them. The Communist Party of China is extremely good at that by making young Chinese interested in the party, making them want to join the party, and most importantly, making them want to see the Chinese Communist Party succeed and continue on.
Now, we heard in that report that many young people are joining for their own advancement, not necessarily because they're convinced by the communist ideology. What will be the effects on the future leadership of the party from that?
Well, I think the Chinese Communist Party is communist these days only in name. If you talk to a lot of young Chinese, ideology is not what interests them in the party or what concerns them. Chinese youth, a little bit like the West, is a little bit apathetic when it comes to politics. If you talk to a lot of middle-class urban Chinese, they've got life extremely good at the moment. The Communist Party has made that possible, and as long as those opportunities and that good life continue, they'll want to see the Chinese Communist Party continue as it has been. If you talk to, say, younger people in rural communities, they've got other problems on their plate than worrying about what communist ideology is. But for both groups, they basically see the Communist Party as something of an opportunity, something to help them progress in life. While officially becoming a member of the Communist Party isn't supposed to give you any particular benefits over other people in society, it's actually an extremely elite group. There's only 80 million people who are members of it in a population of some 1.4 billion. So a very small proportion. And with that, although as I say not officially, members get access to sort of better and cheaper housing. They get all kinds of social benefits, all kinds of sort of health benefits with that. And most importantly, they get to network within, as I say, a small group of people, which can help them in all kinds of walks of life. It can help them officially with, say, business interests that they have. If they get into any trouble with the police, with the law, they also have those connections that can help them get out of that trouble or potentially circumvent that. So whilst ideologically speaking, the Communist Party may not be that interesting to China's youth, the opportunities that that elite club provides them is extremely interesting for them.
You mentioned the Arab Spring earlier. Do you get the sense that young people in China believe in a future of a single-party country, or might that change?
Again, it depends on how well the Communist Party is able to adapt to the needs of those youth. At the moment, as I said before, the urban middle-class youth is extremely happy with the system that they have in place. They're not too concerned about the things like we worry about in the West, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, that kind of thing. Whilst their lives are extremely sort of full, they're extremely profitable, and they're extremely comfortable. If you move into more rural populations, as I said, they have other concerns to worry about. They are worried about their families, they're worried about incomes, and they're worried about putting food on the plate each night, so not necessarily that concerned about the sort of political specifics of what the Communist Party has, but it's all they know, and it's still providing them with the means to survive and opportunities for them to better themselves.
Henry Morton in Beijing, thank you very much for bringing us your analysis.